All right, everybody, welcome to The Grinch for PlayStation 1. This came out in 2000. It's a loose tie-in with the Jim Carrey movie. It doesn't attempt to retell the story of the movie or anything, which works in this game's favor. If you want to know what the game's like, it's sort of like a puzzle action platformer. Imagine Untitled Goose Game with light Metroidvania elements. So you can like collect new equipment that allows you to revisit older areas and open new pathways and stuff like that. It's so good. We're gonna do new game. And let me know if I need to turn the volume down at all.
Oh, I got it! I have a great idea. This year, the Who's will pay.
I've gotten so used to using subtitles that I miss them in this game.
Here they are, my precious Gadget blueprints. All my inventions, my contraptions,
Good place to keep them.
Machiavellian machine.
Sounds good. Awesome.
That, in fact, is the misanthrope scheme. Build gadgets from blueprints, halt the holiday theme.
It's got a narrator, by the way.
Should I build first? The Grinch copter? With this, I can fly over the despicable Who's.
And the narrator does
Maybe
rhyme.
Octopus climbing device to scale the walls? No. The rocket spring to perform magnificent jumps. Or better yet, one of my most treasured weapons, the rotten egg launcher to stink out my enemies, or the slime gun to just stick it to them. My marine mobile. No. I know. Yes, this.
All that is equipment we can unlock in the game, by the way. Whoops.
No! My plans, my precious plans! I'll never be able to build my gadgets!
But will this debacle make the Grinch stop and quit? Of course not. He growls and pledges.
I'll stick with it. You know what, Max? Nothing's gonna stop us this year. I'll recover my plans piece by piece. And I swear to ruin the party for everyone. Even if I have to roam all over Wholand. So, let's begin with the worst part. Whoville! I have more than one crafty way to upset those irksome Who's. Okay, Max, we're ready.
I think the dialogue could be a little louder.
Let the May begin!
Games from back then didn't have great sound mixing. Tenchi says, it's crazy how graphics like these are peak back in the day. Honestly, a lot of movie tie-in games didn't have animated cutscenes like that. They would just use like stills from the movie. So it's awesome that they did like fully animated cutscenes. Yeah, you can come up to the telescope and you can push different buttons to make the Grinch say things.
I hate Christmas!
He hates Christmas.
I hate Who's!
He does hate Who's. Oh, apparently I pushed the leave button. Hang on, we gotta go get the other dialogue option.
My heart is like a pea.
His heart is like a pea. Okay, let's see. Josh Gerhardt. Thought it was Yuri Lowenthal. Yeah, the voice acting in this game is so good. Love the Gunch. Me too.
I forgot my keys. There should be a spare one in one of these boxes.
We're in the tutorial
Grinch
level
likes
right
to
now.
break things with his robust behind. He'll flatten and smush to get out of a bind. This power is one that he completely controls. He'll pancake anything to attain all his goals.
Like, oh no, I hope the Grinch doesn't squish me with his robust behind. All right, but we do have Booty Stomp. You can break presents. You can use it to solve puzzles with your butt. Where's the key at? There it is. Aha. Door open. Yeah, the run animation's so
The
good.
strength of the Grinch is a legend
bounce
in
later, Winter.
Whoville. There's nothing he can't move with Grinch muscle and will.
Oh, he's caked up, Faye. Seize the object.
Hey, Max! Listen to me, boy.
Snake, welcome in.
There's another spare key in the next room. Go get it!
We can approve that.
Max the brown dog is the mean one's right-hand mate. He obeys Grinchy orders, does not question his fate. This pup boldly ventures where the green one cannot. He approaches who strangers, explores a small spot.
Can I say the narration in this game is so good.
Go, Max!
But yeah, they went way harder on this game than they needed to for a licensed tie-in game. And I'm pretty sure this game had a really short dev cycle too. Yeah, you can play as Max.
Thanks, you bad boy.
All right, Grinch has the key. See, are you able to turn up the dialogue at all? Let me check the options. We have music and sounds. I could turn the music down a little bit, so maybe we could hear the dialogue a little better. So let me go into my sound mixer on Windows. So I'm going to open the volume mixer, and then I'm just going to turn this up just a little bit, maybe like 25, and we'll see how that is. Okay, so now we can go through the door here.
To access the next room, please identify yourself with the breath analyzer.
An anti-who tool for which no blueprints exist is the smelly Grinch breath, which cannot be missed. It appears in the shape of a rancid green cloud and can be used any time. It's always allowed. This fog reveals things the naked eye can't see. Also, its rank odor weakens the enemy.
Beautiful, beautiful poetry. But yeah, we can push square to do bad breath. No limit on that. You can push that button as much as you want. So we got to breathe in here. If I can angle myself just right. There we go.
Oh my. No doubt. You're definitely the Grinch. You can pass.
Because that says, I wonder if this is going to be another game before they redid some textures and dialogue. I doubt it. I doubt it. I'm sure they were hired for this. Because there's so much stuff in this game later on that is so distinctly
Press the action button to
Grinch.
cause Grinchy effects. This guarantees you'll be a pain in Who Next.
Alright, so you can pull levers. Down we go. Yeah, tutorial takes a little bit to get through, but eventually, once it cuts us loose, it's sort of semi-open world, which is really
one's
cool.
cave is his pride, a master computer with Grinchy smarts inside.
After I collect the plans that have blown away, I'll feed them to my processor, and there they'll stay. It will build my gadgets with just a click of its gears.
Alright. So once you get the blueprints, they show up here, and then you have to like reassemble them puzzle style. So we have the binoculars, the rotten egg launcher, the rocket spring, the slime shooter, the octopus climbing device, and the marine mobile, and the Grinch copter. So we gotta find all those. Let's see. The effects of eating blue cheese. I've never tried blue cheese before. I kind of want to, but I'm also kind of scared. Alright, I think we can leave now.
The Grinch has invented a vast vacuum system.
Good luck, nerdy.
Through its miles of tubes, he can get to the Whos who he feels have so dissed him. As we begin, just the path to Whoville is clear. But as the scheme falls in place, more routes will appear.
Hey, Kier, I'll catch you later. Alright, here we go. Going to downtown Whoville. Still got a few more tutorials to get through, though. But then it basically cuts us loose and we can have fun. Like I said, the narration's really good, Trey.
It's way down in Whoville that all Who folk reside. They're hugging and kissing,
Toxic
the
thing for the
mean
hydrate.
Grinch can't abide. Kind-heartedness and joy fill their Whotopia. Honor and love fill the Who cornucopia. The Grinch must steer clear of their touch of affection. Avoiding all contact will be sheer perfection. But as he evades all their touching and feeling, the Grinch also plays pranks, such as Christmas gift stealing.
All right, so we have Whoville missions. We need to shuffle the mail, we need to smash snowmen, we need to paint the mayor's posters, we need to launch eggs into houses, we need to modify the mayor statue, and we need to advance the Christmas countdown clock. Also, there are 500 presents to squish with our big butt. Let's see, are we getting grunched? Oh, we're getting grunched, Witch. How you doing? Worked with blue cheese and the smell alone told you nope? Oh, no. All right, and then also down here, you can see there's a couple of different items to collect. So, but here we go, downtown Whoville.
Who grown-ups and children alike fear the Grinch, but they hope that through
I think they're putting that
hugs he may
dance in
change
Fortnite.
just an inch. The mean one must test different ways
Pickles, how
to
you doing?
evade all the Who hugs and friendly advances they've made.
All right, these children will try to hug me. It will damage me. Also, that little horn there playing Christmas music, we can't get close to that right now. Oh, but here's our first snowman. Squish it. Boom. One snowman down. These things right here, I don't know what they are. They kind of look like mosquitoes. Stay away from them. They will get you. Like that. No, leave me alone. All right, but there's one of the posters to get rid of.
The mission book outlines the Grinch's to-do list. Using this, the mean one knows there's nothing that he's missed. One important task is breaking holiday gifts. Just thinking of this deed, the Grinch spirit lifts.
Can you pet your dog? Unfortunately, this game did come out in 2000. They didn't invent dog petting in video games until at least the Xbox 360. Mayor Augustus Mayhew wishes you a Merry Christmas. We'll deal with that in a bit. Gotta burp on this guy first. Hey. When he drops a present. I think you played the live-action Cat in the Hat PS2 game. How was that, Trey?
Another one.
Was it as good as this game?
The Grinch just discovered a small rotten egg. Take it, O mean one, whether you steal or beg. This vile, fragile item's your most useful tool. You plop it in Grinch gadgets to give them more fuel.
So all of the Grinch's gadgets are powered by rotten eggs, which you collect and they show up there. Grinch X Phasmo in. Apparently, the Grinch is licensed with everything these days, including Walmart. So, I don't know, maybe they could get the Grinch license. Trey says, I think we rented it from Blockbuster. It was definitely wacky from what you remember. I think Artificial Mind and Movement also made the B-movie game.
Another one.
Oh, that kid's throwing snowballs at me. Hey, you get back here. Get burped on. Hey, stop it. Being humiliated by a child. Come on.
Ouch!
I'll come back for him. I'll come back for him once we get the rotten egg launcher or the slime shooter. Okay, but right now, we need to go get some paint for these posters. By the way, this game is also before they invented analog camera aiming. So to rotate the camera, I need to use the triggers on my controller.
Some scoundrels are awkward, clumsy, dumb, and so slow, but the Grinch is more sprightly than your average foe. He can hang onto ledges and swing round a pole, move right and move left to reach his roguish goal.
There is pole swinging. You can turn around. You can rotate on them. You could push X to jump whenever you want, but if you hold down the X button for horizontal rows like this, the Grinch will automatically flip between them, which is important for a later part of the game. Bye!
To complete all his missions, the Grinch must collect numerous items, each with a special effect. His book contains a record of what he must find to use in the setting for which it was designed.
All right, we got paint.
Aha!
Aha! Just found a paint bucket. All right, time to paint some posters. Mark says, as I get older, I identify more with the Grinch. Uh-oh! The cops! This game does have cops. But yeah, as much as I love the original animated special and the book and everything, I love the Jim Carrey movie so much. And I even like the Illumination one, for different reasons. All right, now I have a poster. We can paint it.
Take that!
Poster painted. Get Grinched. Okay, I believe I saw another one up here. Okay, I think there was, yeah, one down here. But sometimes it can be really hard to find like the last objective item you need in this game. See, the OG cartoon and the Jim Carrey one are the best. I think yeah, I do agree with that. But I still do like the Illumination one. I've said before that I really feel like the Jim Carrey Grinch movie, you could absolutely have a read on that movie that it's like queer allegory. Whereas I feel like the Illumination movie is more like neurodivergent allegory. So that's why I like both of them. But in each one, as somebody who has spent a lot of my life feeling like an outsider, like the other, you know, I think that's why I resonate with the Grinch so much. Not just the Grinch, but like cryptids in general. Stop hugging me. I don't like being touched. See, there's something so charming about old graphics. And this game, like, you know, I know it's like 30 FPS. But like, I love the aesthetics of this game. Like, look at the background over there. Look at those background buildings. To let this game have a larger draw distance, they made it so when you get far away from stuff, the textures fade out, and then you basically get like vertex painted buildings. So watch as I walk closer to those buildings, how the textures will slowly fade in. And that makes it so like you can look out over here and you can see all of Whoville without any sort of like pop-in. And for that reason, I think even though there's a PC version of this game and there's a Dreamcast version of this game, I like the PS1 version the best. Because in the Dreamcast version, you can just see like, oh, hello. Gadget, thank you so much for the 2-month resub. In the Dreamcast version, you can... Oh, by the way, if we can I look up? That guy's hanging on the Christmas tree now. That's the guy that we launched off of the, How do I get back? That's the guy that we launched off of the paint scaffolding. These kids have never heard of Stranger Danger. They're the Who's, you know. Just see a big fuzzy green guy, they want to hug him. Apparently their parents never told them about the Grinch. Because I know in the Jim Carrey movie, when Cindy Lou Who first meets the Grinch, she does know who he is. She is scared of him. Let's see, did I collect the blueprint over there? I saw it in the distance. No, I didn't. Let's get that. I knew that. You think Fuzzy looks kind of huggable? We picked up a blueprint piece for binoculars. Okay. Man, how'd I miss this? It's hard to aim the butt stomp sometimes, you know? It's hard to aim something with that much power. Okay. I think I've pretty much covered this side of town. I think I've gotten everything over here. Cat doesn't agree with being huggable. Hashtag Grinch coded. The Grinch is so short. From the first person view, yeah. It's a little awkward, you know? But old games back then were like a little awkward compared to modern control systems and stuff. But it's I think you can get used to it pretty easily. Dead man, thank you for the hydrate. Do that while I paint this poster. Now, one thing that I'm missing playing on this controller versus my old PS2 controller is that apparently on the PS2 controller there's a way to like switch into a mode where you're always walking, which is handy. Like you can sort of walk by barely pushing the stick here, but I think I liked it better where you could just switch to perma walk mode. Okay, got some stuff over in this corner. I'm gonna leave that corner for now. Another one. See, anything over here? We got a poster. Yeah, once we complete enough missions here, we will be able to move on to another area. But there will still be some missions that we can't do until we find more equipment and come back to Whoville. Hey, you little butthole. Snake says, what used to annoy me is so many games you played, you couldn't use analog, and I was like, why did y'all make the controller with joysticks? Well, the DualShock controller on the PS1 came much later in the console's, like, life. So all those early PS1 games, you know, they were D-pad only. This game came out in 2000 after the joystick, so it does have analog control, so I can run in a circle. Read the sign. The doors open at 8 p.m. for the ceremony.
I must find a way to change the time of that clock.
That is one of our missions, changing the clock. And there is a... I think it's over here. No, over here? Yeah, right there. If I get close enough to load the textures in, there is a big countdown to Christmas clock up there. But yeah, it is a little awkward. Even some games where you could make the... Oh, hello. Kitlandian Princess, welcome in. How you doing? Welcome to Grunchmas. How you doing? Let me grab you a shout out. As soon as I find the button. Let's see. Kitlandian, welcome in. Real Dragon Love. Nappy, hello. How you doing? Demo Crack, what's up? Oh, doing some Phasmo. How are the ghosts treating you tonight? How's Phasmophobia going? We did a little bit of Phasmo earlier. But then I switched over to the Grinch because I try to play through this game every year around Christmas. It's kind of like Untitled Goose Game, where you have a list of missions to complete. But then there's also sort of like light Metroidvania elements where you can collect new equipment that allows you to revisit old areas and open up new pathways and do more missions and stuff like that. It's such a super cool game. And it was also made by the people who made Dead by Daylight. Snake Eyes, welcome in. How you doing? Yeah, I try to play through it every year. It's a fun game. They went way harder on it than they needed to. Let's see. Ghosts are mean. Oh no.
Go,
Oh, you can also play as Max. Max can like squeeze through little passageways and stuff like that. Fluffy, I'll catch you later. Thank you for hanging out. Was that a present up in the air? Yes. Once we unlock the Grinch copter, we can go up there and get those. You don't need to smash every present to complete the game, but if you do get a 100%, or if you do 100% every present and complete every mission, you do unlock a really cool extra at the end. It's like you get to play as the Grinch riding on a motorcycle racing people. Just a whole mini game. Okay, we need 2 more snowmen and 2 more posters. Okay. You guys, Game Grumps played this? Oh my god, I hope they liked it. I know Aaron Hansen can be kind of a ding-dong when it comes to video games.
The Grinch is a master of stealth. If slyness were riches, he'd own a vast wealth.
Alright, so we gotta sneak past the cops. Oh man, I used to watch them all the time, though. Just kind of fell off after a while, though. Okay. But I'll say, if you gotta go do any post-stream self-care or anything like that, definitely make sure you take care of yourself. Same goes to anybody who came on with the raid. But for anybody sticking around, I hope you enjoy the stream. If you have any Grinch-related questions, feel free to ask. I will be happy to answer. This part right here is probably one of the hardest parts of this first level, because you have to release on the bar at just the right angle to get there, and it's really tough sometimes. It's really janky. Let's see if I can do it on the first try. No. Let's see. Jumping on snowmen to smash them with your butt is super stealthy. Yeah. Let's see. Aaron frustrates me. Oh my god. There's... he's very funny. You know, I've been a fan of him since his old Flash videos and stuff. But like, he will literally be like complaining about the game when there's a tutorial sign right next to him. As a Sonic the Hedgehog fan, I have feelings. But anyway. Let's see, the pole swings. Bring you back to Jak and Daxter. Did he just snowball me? Yeah, some people throw snowballs, some people try to hug you. I think the cops will literally try to shoot you. Yeah, that guy's trying to shoot me. Okay, but what do we need? I think we have one more poster and one more snowman. That is the one tough thing about this game, is sometimes it's hard to find the last thing that you need. Oh, there's the last poster right there. Just due to the draw distance. Mission done!
Yeah, Grinch!
You Grinched. Every time you complete a mission, you get a little cutscene of him saying, "You're Grinched." Oh, there's the last snowman.
Another one!
Mission done.
Yeah, Grinch!
You definitely Grinched. And it's not even the same sound clip every single time. There are multiple "You're Grinched" lines. Yeah. Gotta burp on this guy to get a present. Then smash it with my butt. Okay, looks like we have an ad break coming up. I think I'm gonna pause and take that, and then we're gonna get a disguise that we can use to sneak past the cops. So I'm gonna come right over here. Oops, avoid that kid. One thing that I do wish was in your mission screen.
Go, Matt!
Oh wait, here it is, gadgets. Oh, it doesn't even tell me. Doesn't even tell me how many blueprint pieces I picked up. I think we gotta go back to the Grinch's lair for that. Oops. Okay, so this cop is sleeping over here. And we just need to sneak on past him. This game does have light stealth mechanics. So we're gonna open the door and then sneak right on into the Christmas Countdown Tower. Oh, Snake, that sounds so good. Oh, they're out of the salt? Then it's not Grinch fries. God, you need the salt. By the way, this game has such an amazing soundtrack. I believe the title theme is like an original composition for the game, but every song in the game uses it as a leitmotif. So you get like some really good themed songs like this, like the clock song. But there's also like a junkyard with like kind of like industrial metal and electric guitars. Oh, I can't wait to get there. But anyway, here's the costume. Aha! I found a Who cloak. Have I ever 100%ed this game? A few years I have. Some years I don't because I run out of time. But I have 100% of this game a couple of times. And the 100% reward is absolutely worth it. Okay. Oh, I thought that guy was going to try to shoot me. Okay, so now that we have the Who cloak, we can disguise ourselves and use that to sneak past the cops that are awake. But you can only do it... Ow, mosquito. You can only do it in a phone booth. Get out of here. So we go in here and hit triangle to change our costume. And if you watched the Jim Carrey movie, this is the costume that he wears in the post office, and that is exactly where we're headed. Unfortunately, you can't do much other than sneak in this costume. You can't burp, you can't butt bounce. Oh, you can butt bounce, never mind. Okay. But you definitely can't burp on things. And I think that the Who's and the cops and the kids just ignore you. This looks less friendly. You're absolutely right. Somebody was pointing out that when the Grinch is wearing this costume in the movie, he looks like a Labubu. Hang on, I'm gonna get this present real quick. I don't know if I'm doing 100% this year, but I see a present, I gotta smash it. How do I get up there? I don't know if I can make the... Oh, I don't know if I can make the jump from here. We might have to give up on this one for a bit. Till we get the Grinch copter or the rocket spring. Okay, Spasm, thank you for the 3-stream streak. Now I gotta remember where the post office is. This is a pretty big map. I think it's around here behind this building. Oh, and these windows right here, eventually we're gonna be shooting rotten eggs through those once we get the egg launcher. There's the post office. Good morning, officer. Merry Christmas. Just going to do some mail. Mail things. Mail things in the post office. The animation. The running animation in the costume is great. I love all the animations in this game. It's actually a little more normal. There's Cindy Lou up here. Hi. She just stares at you. How you doing? Merry Crimble. Alright. So, we need to get into the back room of the post office to shuffle the mail. There is a security camera. Don't get caught by the security camera. Wait for it to go away. Okay. The door's locked from the inside. Well, that's where Max comes in.
Go, Max!
Max can go through these little holes over here and unlock the rooms. So this is room number 3 with the teal color. Cindy is positioned like a Bloodborne boss fight. Oh, that comes later. Okay, so we're looking for a teal tunnel. That's blue. Looking for a teal tunnel here. And this this area here with the backs and the doors and stuff, this can get very confusing. Oh, there's the teal tunnel right there. Because I remember one year, I just could not, for the life of me, find the last door that I needed. So step on the switch. Switch back to the Grinch, because the door's going to close in 10 seconds, and now we are in the post office. See, if the Who's are so friendly that they hug strangers, then why do they have security cameras? Anti-Grinch measures, apparently. Grinch pulled an MGS, yes. This game is Metal Gear Solid at times. Once we get to the mayor's office, there's like a real actual stealth segment. Alright, let's shuffle.
Boy, I'm good.
He's good.
Hey!
I swear Cindy Lou Who is voiced by the same person who voices the child that says, "Hey, who are you?" Alright, now that we're back out here, let's move on to the next door, which is yellow door number 4.
Go, Max!
So get Max out again, run back through the hole. So we're looking for yellow. I think I see a hint of yellow down here. Yeah, I love that you get to play as Max as well to solve puzzles and stuff. Let's see. Max, yeah, Max just teleports. Oh. Oh no, I goofed up. I forgot to push the button. Okay, back in here. Does Max see the costume too? Sadly, no. Thankfully, the yellow door is not that hard to get to. Max is really useful though, because there's one area that you can use Max to like quickly collect a lot of eggs. Okay. Was he scratching his butt? Need to check the Grinch's idle animations. Okay, I think that's all the presents in here. Shuffle the mail.
Hey!
Uh-oh. I think Cindy Lou's onto us. I think I think I saw that the lady who played Cindy Lou in the Jim Carrey movie, I think she was at the Macy's parade singing the Where Are You Christmas song this year. Or something. I only saw like a screenshot of it. Ooh, so you can upgrade the Grinch's health by collecting these stone hearts right here.
My heart is like a pea.
His heart is like a pea. Okay, so we're looking for gray door number 5. This one might be a little tougher. Let's see. She's pretty reckless and did a revision of it. Ooh, like a new cover. What did I say? Gray door number 5? I need to find that then. Gray door number 5. Nothing here. There's 3. How about this tunnel? This looks gray. That's a dead end. Camera's shaking a little bit. Let's see, there's number 1. I think 5 is the hard one to find. There's number 2. I've definitely been here before already. It's a duet with your younger self and current self. Oh, that's really cool. Snake says, the mail shuffle just triggered Wind Waker memory when you had to arrange the mail. Grinch did it first, apparently. Yeah, Nintendo ripped off the Grinch. Oh boy, where do I go? We got 2 potentially gray tunnels here. Nope, that's it. Okay, that's a dead end. I know I went down this one already. That one just goes to number 3. Let's try the red tunnel. There's a gray that way. Okay, here's where we originally came in. Nope, that's just a fan. There's no reason for that tunnel to exist, other than to confuse me. This is usually where I get stuck on this game. There's number 4. There's the blue exit. There's number 2. There's green. There's number 1. Oh my god. Never gonna find this. This is why I can't be a speedrunner of this game. Yeah, apparently they have anti-Grinch architecture. That says 2. But yeah, I swear, I get stuck on door number 5 every single year. I don't know what it is about it. I need to find a map of this at some point, or make my own. That goes to yellow. Is this the dead end? That's the dead end. Let's find door number 5. We may never know. This might just be the rest of the stream. Okay. We got yellow that way. Blue's there. 2's there. I swear I've been here already. Why is door number 5 so hard to find? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna move on. This door's locked from the inside. It may be that door number 5 opens when I get the rest of them. Oop. It's got me. So let's try. I know how to get to door number 2. Is this the Grinch? This is the Grinch! He's in disguise right now. We had to dress up as a Who to get into the post office. This is probably the only scene that's pulled directly from the movie. Okay, so we're going to door number 2 now, which I don't remember where it is. Is that it? No, that's a dead end. I know I ran past door number 2 a million times as I was looking for door number 5. It's gotta be here somewhere. There it is, I see orange. Okay. Right here? Alright. Max is definitely not a tracking dog. He does his best. He's a good boy. I don't know if this is like directly confirmed by the Jim Carrey Grinch movie or if it's just implied. But you know how the Grinch lives in the junkyard in that game? And all of his stuff gets...
Hey!
Or not really, like... He doesn't really live in the junkyard, but all the garbage from Whoville gets, like, dumped around him. I've seen a very sad fan theory that the reason the Grinch has Max is because somebody got a puppy for Christmas. They just put it in the garbage. Okay, door number 1.
Go, Max!
Which I hope that's not true. Is that sad? Wait, what door are we at? Purple? Magenta?
Go, Max!
See, which came first, the Grinch or the junkyard? I don't know. Because wasn't the Grinch left on the doorstep of a sweet lesbian couple in that movie? Who were also swingers. Let's see. Don't think the Who's would do that. Yeah, that does seem kind of out of character for them. They do seem a little... They don't seem as wholesome in that movie as they do in the other movies, though. Now I can't find this door. Help. Oh, man. The camera does get stuck on the wall sometimes and shake around a bit. Okay. Got green... Oh, I see it. I see it. Okay, push the button first. Now we switch back to the Grinch. Smash the presents. But yeah, I do like how, you know, you'll be like out in the open world doing stuff, but every once in a while there's like an indoor area with like kind of its own sort of objective going on. I don't know. This is a really well designed game.
Go, Max!
Why did I do that? Oh, I forgot to shuffle the mail. It's not perfect. You know, there's a lot of jank. There are a lot of bugs. But the game's got heart.
But what is happening? Dad? Dad! Daddy Who, could you come here, please?
Just a minute, dear.
Door 5's open.
I've got to finish this, and I'll be right with you.
Now's our chance. Mail shuffled. Okay, door number 5's open. Sneak on past. Is that it right there? Alright, what do we got back here? Got some presents. This is a federal felony right here. We are committing federal crimes with the Grinch's ass. Let's see, Pastel says, in the other movies, the Grinch is just a hater for no reason. In the Jim Carrey, they're a conformist society. Yeah, I mean, in the Jim Carrey movie, the Grinch was wronged. Hardcore. I think in the other movies, he just doesn't like the noise. And just the general, like you said, he's a hater. The general Who vibes bother him. Alright, get shuffled. Cutscene time. That's not how those doors open. Come, Cindy Lou.
Who are you? Well, you're
The Grinch!
And then he just runs away. One of the only times the game attempts to recreate a scene from the movie.
And the Grinch got to thinking how nice it would be to get some fresh air, watch the Who's try and ski.
Who Forest is now available to us. Before I do that, though, I do want to see how many blueprints I have. Oh, okay. I thought I was just going to teleport us right back to the Grinch's lair, but okay. Yeah, I think we're done here. Looks like all the security cameras are off, so we can just run right on out. Security deactivated. See anything up here? Nope. See, that was the Grinch's Mind Palace. Oh my god. Wait, did I see some text pop up? What was that? Anyone have a favorite Christmas movie or game? This. My favorite was the Garfield Christmas special and the Claymation Santa Claus movie. Always loved playing Zelda at Christmas time. Oh, I almost missed that blueprint because I was reading chat. I found a blueprint for the Rotten Egg Launcher. Always loved watching the really old animated movies like A Year Without a Santa Claus. There are a lot that I watched as a kid. I actually never saw the Jim Carrey Grinch movie until after I played this game for the first time. Because a friend of mine was like, have you seen the movie? I'm like, no. And they're like, you need to watch it. And I watched it and it's like, this is so good. So it's not even like a nostalgia thing for me. I saw that movie as an adult and I was like, this rules. Okay. So let's get back in the phone booth to change because we can't use the Grinch tube while we're in costume. And just let me do like a quick check here real quick. See what we got. We have shuffling the mail. Yeah. Okay, can't do any of that other stuff right now.
Go, Max!
So we gotta head on over to Who Forest. I love that animation. The Illumination Grinch movie doesn't exist yet. Oh, I really like that one too. Like, nothing will ever surpass the Jim Carrey movie, but I did really enjoy the Illumination movie. It has its own themes that are different, and I think that's why I like it. It does something different than all the other Grinch stuff, you know? Like, I'm glad that none of them just try to be the same thing. Favorite Christmas movie is watching Obake's troll people during the Phasmo Christmas event. Oh, wait a minute. I see some notifications on the Phasmo Discord, so I may have our answer. I think it was not shape-shifting last year. Mezzo, who's a Discord moderator, says, for the Chris Hall event this year, they were able to fix the Obake not shape-shifting shortly after the event came out. Not sure if that's still the case for this event. Okay, so they fixed it at Easter. So there's a really good chance that the Obake is going to be able to shapeshift as Krampus. All right, so we are missing one blueprint for the Rotten Egg Launcher. I think we're going to find that in Who Forest. Yeah, if you miss a blueprint in this game, you're kind of in trouble. You need to consult a guide. All right, off to Who Forest. Whoop. Plop.
He heads for Who Forest, where there's plenty of snow. He calls to Max.
To Winter Wonderland we go. Blankets of silent snowfall will muffle the noise of playing Who pranks and sneaking off with Who toys.
Should have a special shapeshift for the holidays. Oh, that'd be so cool! Because there used to be a Santa ghost in Phasmophobia. I think you should shapeshift into Santa, yeah. Okay, Who Forest missions. We need to make the Christmas trees droop. We need to sabotage the snow cannon with the glue. We need to put beehives in cabins. We need to slime the mayor's skis. We need to replace the candles on the cake with fireworks. That one comes much later. And then we need to squash the gifts. And looks like there is glue and I think that's a snow lift pass card down there. Glitchpaw, thank you so much for the 3-stream streak. Hope you're doing good. Right, let's grab this blueprint here. We have a piece for the rocket spring. See, one movie that stuck with you was The Life and Adventures of Santa Claus from 2000. Your mom called it The Pagan Santa Claus? I don't think I've heard of that one. Now, is this a Christmas tree that I can make droop? It sure is. Wasn't it once a Christmas tree? Yeah, you gotta burp on the trees. Oh, 1985, actually. Look, a chimney. Can I go down it? No. I think we need to put beehives down in the cabins before the doors will open. And how do we get beehives? Can I just get those? Release the bees, yes. Yeah, I think I need the rotten egg launcher before I can get beehives. Oh god, I forgot about these guys. Can I burp on them? Come on, smell my burps.
Ouch! Ouch!
Oh, they're sneaky. Maybe I can sneak up on them. There's got to be a way to get rid of these guys. Toxic, thank you for the hydrate. I think it's like a pesticide or maybe like a fertilizer gun. Okay, let's go over here first. Can't get up there. Not from this direction. Did he just teleport around that tree?
Ow! Ow!
Ooh, there's got to be a way to deal with this guy. Okay, let's move on. We have a piece of the rocket spring here. Yeah, we may have to get a piece of equipment before we can get rid of them. Doesn't seem like we can get close enough to burp on them. Hey, hey, you get away from me. You get away. Okay. Nasty, nasty guys. Got another piece of the rocket spring. What I really want is the rotten egg launcher. Yeah, stuff can be hidden everywhere in this game. Let's see, this wall over here, I think we need the, yeah, we need the proper gadget to climb the wall. Don't think we can go up here. Yeah, we just slip right back down. Can the Grinch be a liar if he has no pants to set on fire? That sounds like a philosophical conundrum. I don't feel equipped to handle that right now. Ooh, and I can't remember how to deal with these guys. Can I burp on them? Ow! You'd think I'd remember how to play this game from playing it every year. I've been playing this game every year. Oh yeah, we do burp on them. Okay, okay. I've been playing this game every year since 2019, and every year I'm like, man, how do I get rid of these guys? Let's see. Chewy, hello, how you doing? Playing the Grinch. The Grinch and the Who's. This guy's actually based on a character from the movie, I think. Where'd he go? Might need one of the shooters to get him. Still playing Phaz? Yeah, still my main game. We start with a couple hours of Phaz, then if I'm feeling like it, I switch to another game. Yo, Crumple Joe! Thank you for the brand new tier 1 sub, except not really. Because I know you're on a new account. After losing the old one, sadly, which had a pretty big sub streak. But how you doing? Merry Grunchmas! We're grunching it up. That guy will pay eventually. But enjoy your duck emotes, enjoy your ad-free viewing. I hate him so much. I'm gonna kill that guy later. Did I see a present over here? I sure did. Right. Checking around for blueprints. There's another snow beast over here that we have to get over. Oh, you know what my theory is? You know how at the end of the book and the animated one, how they serve roast beast? My theory that this is the beast. This is the beast that gets roasted. But otherwise, that's an original character design for the game. They did, I think they did a really good job. You know, just like coming up with new concepts for this game that fit into the world of the Grinch. You'll believe that? Thank you. Anything fun back here? A blueprint, rocket spring. Miss these emotes, I'm glad you have them again. You decide on that Steam Deck or not yet? Definitely looks like a Susian animal, yeah. Like I said, I think they had less than a year to make this game too. So for what little time they had, they did such an amazing creative job with this. Susian? Yeah, I have no idea how to spell that. Alright, we're gonna ignore that guy. And we're gonna climb up these poles here. Okay. Hit the boxes. Then if we hit triangle in the air, we will flip back around. Okay. I think we need to get over to that one there to get up there. Probably the hardest part about this game is the swinging poles. Because it's really hard sometimes to, like, get where you need to go. Ooh, we landed that one, thankfully. Because it can be really hard to make that jump sometimes. Let's see. Grinch, the guy who keeps saying la 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 la. Oh, we are. We gotta get our rotten egg launcher first. In the meantime, I keep collecting eggs for it. Actually, all of the Grinch's gear is rotten egg based, which in this world they don't come from chickens. In Grinch world, apparently they grow from plants. We're now Lara the Grinch Croft. Oh my god, there's gonna be a new Tomb Raider announcement tomorrow at the Game Awards, or whatever they're called. The Keeleys, the Jeffies. And I'm so excited, because I've been waiting a very long time for a new Tomb Raider game. Now, I heard about video games and eggs. It's like pancakes and syrup. Do they grow rotten? They do. There's also nitro eggs. Yeah, new Tomb Raider. Being announced tomorrow. It might be a remake of Tomb Raider 1. There is a known trusted leaker who claimed that there's going to be 2 Tomb Raider announcements. Can't believe that. Got the rocket spring again. Okay, what are we missing here? I think it would tell me if I got all the blueprints. Let's see, in real life there are plants and fungi that grow stinky on purpose. Love that. Oops, well, I fell all the way back down here. How many? Yeah, the rocket spring has a lot of pieces to it. And unfortunately, I don't think it tells me how many I've collected. Yeah, you gotta go back to Mount Crumpet to check that. Yeah, we either need the rocket spring or we need the egg launcher, because we need to get those beehives down. Is there anything up here that I missed? But that's one thing that I love about this game. Like, it's you know, it's like an action platformer, but it's really puzzly like a Metroidvania. You know, because you gotta, like, find the equipment, you need to figure out what equipment you need to use on certain things. It's really fun. Let's see. I bet... I don't think I can use this yet. I think there's a switch we have to shoot somewhere. Okay, I'm gonna go back up there, double check that I didn't miss anything. Jeff's Adstravaganza, yeah. You know, the weird desert pillar that he posted on Twitter? How much do you think that cost? Considering that just a few minutes cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. Ah! How much do you... Because we know now it's the new Larian game. I'm not going to say what it is, just in case anybody's avoiding spoilers. See, how often do you play this game that you know it so well? I play it every Christmas. I've been playing it every Christmas since 2019. That being said, I do only play it at Christmas, and I do have a very bad memory, so I may remember some things that gave me trouble. Like, I remember this part right here is a stinker to get up there sometimes. But there are other things that I just completely forget about. But there is part of this. Just making sure there's no blueprints over here. There is a part at Who Lake later that I got stuck on the first time I played this game. I got stuck on it for hours, trying to figure out how to get past this series of swinging bars. And that's when I found out you have to hold down the jump button when you're going across vertical bars. I don't see a blueprint over there. I have approximate knowledge of most games. It's like, hey Ducks, how do you get past the swinging bars? And you're like, oh, that's easy. You just have to hold down the jump button and you will automatically swing through all the bars. It's like, hey Ducks, what year did Super Mario Bros. 3 come out? I don't know. Actually, I do know. It was 1990. I hate you! Okay. Is there anything that I can, jump on from down here? I may have to consort the guide to see which blueprints I'm missing. Because I'm pretty sure when you do collect all the blueprints for something, I think it does tell you. I think it's like, okay, go make your thing. Have fun. Let's see. The muscle memory kicks in. It was the same when you played Soul Reaver. Just can't remember a few of the upgrade locations. I recently played Soul Reaver 1 and 2 for the first time, and I had such a good time with those. I'd like to try Blood Omen 2 and Deception, but those don't have remasters, and they are apparently a pain in the butt to get running on PC. So you have 3 to 4 Rocket Spring blueprints on the current map. That might be a 6 blueprint dealie. Let's go back to Mount Crumpet for a minute. Yeah, I wish I was more efficient at this game. I wish I didn't get repeatedly stuck in spots every year. But, oh well. Okay, so we're missing 1 on the rocket egg launcher. Oh, we're missing 1 on the rocket spring. Okay, in the interest of time, I'm going to consult game facts, of which there is only 1 guide for this game. Guide and walkthrough. This is from 2001 by Cab Driver 524. Cab Driver 524, I salute you. Just exit. Okay, so I think it's one of the ones outside in Whoville. Because I'm pretty sure I got both of the blueprints in the post office. Blood Omen 2's on PlayStation as well. You know what, Snake? I think I own the PS2 versions of those games. I'm pretty sure I own at least Soul Reaver 2. I own Soul Reaver 1 on PlayStation. I own Soul Reaver 2 on PS2. And I'm pretty sure I have Blood Omen 2. I don't know if I have Deception or not. Let's see. I'm gonna have... You know what, Jay? I thought about leaving the guide open while I played just in case. And I didn't do that, and I had to look it up anyway. Okay, it says that there's 1 above the guard to the left of City Hall. Ah, there it is right there! Freeze! Gotcha! Okay, I found all the Rotten Egg Launcher blueprints. Now we have to go assemble it. So wish you had your PS2 copies. Do you have the OG Soul Reaver 1? That's good that you have Soul Reaver 1 especially. Because unless you play the remaster, the PC version just straight up doesn't work. I don't even know if you could do any like modding or edit. Oh, that's not where I'm going. I don't know if you could do any modding or editing of it to make it work. But I will say the remaster is pretty good. I played it with the original graphics. Yeah, I have a lot of my old games like that. I just don't have a good way to play them on modern televisions. Right, go back to the Rotten Egg Launcher. So we need to both get the correct rotation orientation. How do I rotate? I have to pick it, then I rotate it. Okay. So I think that goes there. Right? I think that goes there. No, wait, this definitely goes down here. Or no, that goes there? Okay, you can kind of tell with the border sometimes. That one goes there. Don't think that goes there. That goes there. That goes there. Right? Yeah, we did it! Puzzles! Get puzzled!
rotten egg launcher's a brilliant invention, as the smell that it brings causes more than just tension. Once an eggshell breaks open and vile fumes escape, who eyes glaze over and who mouths can only gape. When the Grinch needs to hassle the Who's from afar, he turns to his launcher with a hearty har-har. Few things irk him more than Who's equipped to resist the daze and confusion brought on by rotten mist.
Beautiful. All right. Now, how do I use this? Like this? Okay, yeah, we gotta go into first-person mode. Poetry! It rhymes. Snake says, there's some streamers I've seen that made it work, but it was too much of a hassle. I was just gonna rebuy a PS1. Then I heard whispers and saw that Steam removed Soul Reaver. Yeah. And I mean, I think some of the reason they removed Soul Reaver 1, I mean, even GOG doesn't sell Soul Reaver 1, but they sell Soul Reaver 2. Let's see, Toxic says, I'm gonna head off for tonight. Catch you on the next stream. Yo, Toxic, I'll catch you later. All right, you know what? I was gonna do the rotten eggs in the windows, but I'd rather get the binoculars first. The binoculars let you zoom in and see further. So I think we're gonna go back to Mount Crumpet and we're gonna shoot beehives. How does the populace of Whoville not notice the transportation grid of vacuum tubes that lead back to his lair? I don't know. Maybe they think it's a garbage disposal. Maybe they just put their trash in there. All right, now that we have this, I think we can do two things. I think we can blast the beehives. And then we have to run it over to the cabin and put it in the chimney. Otherwise, if we run out of time, we get bees.
It's coming down!
Because I think that's how the movie was, right? Like, trash was getting sent to his lair. Hey, where's this stinker at? Oh, hey! Hey, what's up, dude? I got this now. Get egged. Yeah! I like that they... Oh, what? You're still awake? Hang on. Revel in disappointment! Yes! Your tears sustain the Grinch. Oh, sorry, I went Grinch mode there for a second. Okay, where's the closest beehive? Let's take care of this guy first. Knocked out for like 1 second. Yeah, we need like more egg potency. We need nitro eggs. Can I burp on him now? Oh, he runs away. Okay, I think we need to do this cabin with this beehive over here. So I think you automatically pick it up when you grab it, so you gotta align yourself real good. And then go! 14 seconds to get this beehive in this chimney, or we're gonna pay. Gonna pay the bee price. Oh god. Oh god. Get up there, buddy. Get up there, buddy. Get up there, buddy. Oh, we're gonna die. Get me out of here! Free me! Okay. Can I get up here? Okay, I got a booty bounce to get up there. Oh well. I'm glad I did fail at that, just so we could see the Grinch, you know, the Grinch being attacked by bees animation. We're probably gonna see that again. Okay, oops. I accidentally unequipped my... Okay, yeah, some of the buttons in this game are a little tough. I accidentally unequipped my egg launcher. Okay, get over here. Perform the jump maneuver, the jump tech. Down the chimney. Yeah, every time you see an eggplant in this game, you want to grab it. Those eggs come in handy. Get egged. This game is so good. I love this game. Now, I don't think we can get on that one until we get the rocket spring. Okay, but this one here should be easy. We already took care of the beast. So we're gonna grab that. Run up here to the roof. This one's easy. Boom. I do wish you had voice lines for every beehive you threw, though. Get the present. Can I shoot the presents? Oh, you can shoot the presents. Interesting. Okay. So if we have any that are out of range, we can do that. Oops, get me out of here. Alright, got a couple more Christmas trees up there. And then, now that we have the egg launcher, we can use it to get on this platform here. We can shoot the switch. Oh, and I can finally take care of this butthole. Can I shoot far enough? My eggs seem ineffective. We might need either the binoculars. Yeah. We might need, I think we need the slime gun for that guy. He seems impervious to the eggs. Okay, just want to double check up here that I'm not missing anything. Oh, yep, there's a Christmas tree back here. Just forgot the word carrier and so the word cat container. Hey, it works. It works. See, did not know this game existed. Pocatris, I'm really happy to illuminate you. This game is so good, though. It came out for PS1 in 2000. It's also on PC and Dreamcast, but PS1 version's the best. Aesthetically. Okay, so I can't get onto these houses yet till I get the rocket spring blueprint, of which I'm missing one. And I assume it's probably up on that stump there, so. Whoop. Once you're accustomed to the graphics, it does seem fun to play. Yeah, I think the hardest thing to get used to is the 30 FPS is pretty rough when you start playing it. But you get used to it pretty quick. Whoop! Like, even as somebody who plays a lot of old retro games, sometimes going back to a 30 FPS, like PS1 game or something like that, can be kind of rough. Okay, jump over that. No, I almost missed it! Ah! But yeah, this game is by Artificial Mind and Movement, who would later change their name to Behavior, and then make Dead by Daylight. But to my knowledge, I don't think anybody who worked on The Grinch worked on DBD. I think the... Can I get up here? Yeah, no, I can't get up there. I need the rocket spring. I think by the time DBD was made, the studio had basically, like, you know, become a ship of Theseus. The CEO might have still been there, but everybody else, like, who actually made the games... Oh! I got them all.
Oh, Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree. You really don't look healthy. Oh, you're Grinch.
You Grinched. Was this their first? This might have been their first game. It was either Jersey Devil or The Grinch. I can't remember which one came out first. But I really want to play Jersey Devil. Because it's kind of a similar platformer, I think. I don't know if it has, like, the mission structure or not. They also made the B-movie game. Okay, so now that I have the rotten egg launcher, I can shoot that.
Bullseye.
Bullseye. Yeah, this could have been their first game. Awesome. Smash the presents. And that is the final piece of the rocket spring. Okay, so we can assemble that now, and we can use that to get the rest of the beehives in the cabins. Respect to the voice actor. He does a great Grinch, he does. The narrator is really good, too. By all known laws of game development, the makers of the Grinch should not have also made the B-movie game. I thought, like, after I played the Grinch for the first time, I'm like, maybe I should play their other licensed video games. But I never did get around to playing, the B-movie game. The challenge of that is I believe it is a PS3, Xbox 360 game, and emulation for those consoles is not quite there yet in some cases. I think PS3 is further along than 360. Alright, so we have the rocket spring now. So it looks like the Grinch logo always goes in the bottom here. So that leaves 3 corners. Let's try this one down here. That looks like it matches. Maybe this one here? And where's the final corner? Oh, this one definitely goes right here, because it matches that. Okay, the bottom row's good. Is that right? That might be right. Okay. Okay. It's coming together. This one looks like the center. And that means this one... Oh, no, wait. I think I already had the corner there. What kind of border does that have? I bet this goes there. And then that goes there. Yeah! Puzzled! This is a PS1 game, but I am playing this through an emulator. I don't think this game is very expensive to acquire, but just playing it through an emulator does give a better visual experience.
The Grinch can propel himself high into air by using the rocket spring to bounce him up there. In order to get the jump action he desires, the Grinch must give the coil all the rank eggs it requires.
God, that is a line. All the rank eggs it requires. Better? What's better? Sorry, I totally forgot what I said. Matches the drawing standards. Yeah, rank eggs. Has anybody seen the Chris Fleming Gigi the Christmas Snake video? Thinking about Egg Lopez. And I think one of the other children was described as being rank this year. Okay, anyway, I'm pretty sure I got that. Are the eggs infinite? They do respawn. So after I don't know how long, that plant will reappear. So there's one part where you have to... I forget if it's the rocket spring or... I think it is the rocket spring to do certain jumps. There's a spot with like a bunch of eggs at the bottom that you can use Max to run around in a circle and get them all. Christy. Alright, what do we got? We got this house over here. Let me find the closest tree. I think it's this one. So let's switch to our egg shooter. Blast. Okay, and then switch back to the rocket spring. Let's do a test jump. How do I do this? This button. Yeah, you can see as I hold down the thing, it does consume my eggs. So we're gonna grab this. We're gonna run over here. Blast up here and then throw it in the chimney. Boom. Slam dunk. Alright, that is cabin number 4. Which cabin is next? I think we got a couple over here to take care of. Trey, no spoilers. We haven't got to that part of the game yet. Actually, we could go do that part of the game. Now that we have the rocket spring. Okay, we have 3 houses up here that all need the rocket spring to get into. I assume, by the way, I'm gonna slide down this. Whee! I thought there was another tree up here. See, it doesn't mark which ones you already did for the bees. Unfortunately, I don't think so. So you gotta remember. Okay, so I guess this is the tree we're using. Let's get 3 beehives. Switch back to the rocket spring. Okay, so how are we gonna do this? We're gonna run over here. Okay, this one seems easy. Grab that beehive. Charge it up. Oh no, I'm gonna die! Just gotta accept your fate at this point. Ah! Ah! No! I don't know if they're ever gonna stop chasing me. Did they stop chasing? No, they didn't! Oh god. What's the Grinch got against the bees? The bees are allies, but the bees don't understand that. The bees don't understand that we're all in this together. Against the Who's. There we go. Gotta really charge that rocket spring up. Boom. Slam dunk. Okay, what do we got? 2 more houses? It's because I said this house would be easy, it is. That's my punishment. Punishment for hubris. There we go. Okay, just had to get used to the rocket spring controls. So we have 1 more house over here. Need to shoot a beehive, though. I do feel like this game and its gameplay were really ahead of its time. Like, the mission structure and everything, like, you know, not to say that there weren't any other games like this. You know, you had your Zeldas and your Castlevania Symphony of the Nights and stuff like that. You know, Super Metroids. But as far as just, like, the mission structure, you know, I guess Super Mario 64 was kind of like that. Where, like, you had, like, different missions and stuff to accomplish. I feel like the Grinch just kind of combined all that into one really cool game. Okay, so now we need to go do, I think the last 2 houses, 3 houses, because there's one there, or up there. Alright, so we need to get up here again. For our final, oh crap. For our final 3 houses. Thank you for the quote, Trey. Whoop! The maneuver for switching in midair is you gotta hold down the square button and then press triangle while you're swinging. Which causes me to do like a weird little crab claw thing. Okay, gotta time this just right. We did it! Yeah, okay. Jump here. Nope! Jump there. There's our beehive. I'm pretty sure we dealt with the beast. We did. So get our rotten egg launcher back out. Shoot the beehive. Let's do 2. Get back to the rocket spring. Now the really stressful one is going to be that one straight in front of me. Tomb Raider prepared me for the Grinch. Look, Tomb Raider is a very precision-based platformer. Oh no. Push the wrong button. It is really easy to just look at a jump in Tomb Raider and know exactly what you need to do. You know, there's no guesstimation involved. Yeah, I made the jump. Hey mods, can we approve that? Did he just store the egg launcher up his butt? Yes. That being said, I would love to play some... crap. I would love to play some classic Tomb Raider on stream. Depending on what gets announced tomorrow and when it's coming out, I might do a little bit of Tomb Raider after I finish the Grinch. And see how that goes, you know. I am unfortunately somebody who does tend to make a lot of decisions based on how much viewership a game has. You know, if I see a game doesn't have that much interest, I will remove it from the schedule. The Grinch is the one exception to this. Wait, did I? Yeah, I did need to go up here. It's December. You know, views are usually low this time of year anyway. He doesn't have any other pockets, yeah. Okay, so now we need to shoot this beehive right here. Keep pushing the wrong buttons. Shoot that. Now we need to switch the rocket spring. And we need to grab the beehive, go up there, and get on top of that cabin. Okay, going up. Now we are holding down the rocket jump button. And in the chimney it goes. It's called fanny packing. It is. In America, not in the UK. I mean, something different over there.
Yeah, Grinch.
You Grinched? I feel like the Grinch should have a marsupial pouch like a kangaroo. I could see that. All right, so now that we put all the bees in the houses, we can go in here.
I'm home, honey.
Unfortunately, the bees are still in the house. Oh no, stay away from me, no! Now, this is tricky because sometimes they do hide stuff out of sight in these cabins. So you do need to check in first person to make sure you're not missing anything. Yeah, well, if it isn't the consequences of my own actions. Okay, so we do need to get back up here. Let's go and do that. But if I'm not mistaken, I think we might be able to find the slime shooter blueprints in there. But yeah, I do love how you don't have to do, like, there's some stuff that you do have to do in a specific order in this game. But when it comes to a lot of the, like, the missions, you can kind of do a lot of that stuff in whatever order you want.
Sweetheart, I'm home.
I'm glad that when I come home and announce my presence, I'm not beset by bees. Okay, anything hiding off camera? Does not look like it. Woo! Call them bum bags? I think I've heard that. Just the bees.
I'm home, honey.
Not the bees? No. Yes, the bees. Okay. Anything hiding in the corners? Does not look like it. I swear there's one where there's a present hiding slightly off screen. Hang on. I gotta check on the other side of the TV. No. Or it's not a TV, it's a fireplace. Okay, so I think that's it for up here. Got two houses here, we got a couple over that way, and then we have the ones back towards the entrance.
I'm home, honey.
Get the blueprint. Interesting. Apparently you can't go into first person mode while the little blueprint thingy's on screen. Okay. Let's see, we did that one. Now for this one.
I'm home, honey.
Yeah, this game's so funny. I applaud whatever developer on this game was like, hey, what if we leave the bees in the house? Leave me alone! I do wish they were a little easier to get rid of, though. Okay, nothing over there. Let's get out of here. He did say honey. That's probably why the bees are after him. They heard honey and they just went for it. That's actual subtle foreshadowing of the fact that artificial-minded movement would make the Bee Movie game.
Sweetheart, I'm home.
Come on, get the bees off, get the bees off. Get rid of those bees. Come on. Yeah. That's why it's only called that in America. Come on. At least the bees don't do that much damage. You know, they're pretty bad at stinging.
Sweetheart, I'm home.
No blueprint here? Ooh, the ones that you can't just regularly jump off, you have to butt stomp. And they're generally worth more points. Come on. Okay, I think that's it for in here. Maybe I can get out of here without getting the bees. Alright. So... can't remember if I did that one. Yeah, I think I did do that one down by the wall. Just checking. Maybe I'm misremembering. Maybe I'm misremembering that there's a sneaky present off camera. Somehow the fixed POV in the houses is more disorienting. It's interesting how some games that just have like free roaming 3D like this will occasionally use fixed camera angles. But that wasn't out of the usual back then. You know, some games are entirely fixed camera angles, like your Resident Evils.
I'm home, honey.
Ooh, 3 blueprints! Jackpot! You found the slime shooter blueprint piece. Alright, let's go make it. As soon as I smash this present. Yeah, let me just double check over here. Yeah, I don't think there's anything over there. It is cool that you can actually just kind of look around this space. They forgot to put a ceiling, but I guess they didn't expect anybody to look up there. Okay. Making good progress, I think. Granted, if I had a sitcom moment. Nice. Okay, now we have the slime shooter. Which I can assemble and then use to get rid of those bees over that chest. Alright, time for puzzles. So, let's get our Grinch stamp down there, and then we know this one goes there because of that. And then we have our 4 corners to deal with. I think this one goes up here, because you can kind of tell from the border. This one might go up here. I think that matches. Then we need a light gray stripe. If I put that like that, that might match, though. That almost looks like, I think this one should go here. And I think this one should go here. That looks right. I think the top row is good. And he puzzled and puzzled until his puzzler was sore. Something, something, something puzzled once more. Okay, where's the handle for this thing at? I feel like I'm missing something. Now, I think that definitely connects right there. So maybe this one goes down here, and then maybe this one goes right there. Oh yeah, that's looking right. That's looking right. Put that there, and then this piece goes here, and we did it. Puzzles. Puzzle complete. Yeah, I love that this is how you get your new equipment. Like finding the blueprints and then assembling them.
Once the Grinch has entered into his supercomputer the specs for his dearly loved trusty slime shooter, he's able to neutralize all his Who foes because they are stuck to themselves in their slimed clothes.
All right, so let's go back to Who Forest. The Grinch casually having a supercomputer? Yeah, it checks out. He assembled it from garbage. Maybe the Who's threw a supercomputer away? Alright, so... You're a slime shooter. And which house had the card in it? Was it this one?
Sweetheart,
No.
I'm home.
I'm going in circles. I think it was this one over here. Right here, maybe.
I'm home, honey.
All right. So jump up here. Go into first person. And slam the bees. There we go.
Aha.
Aha! Now you have the cable car access card, so now we can get to the upper levels of Who Forest. But I think next we're gonna go to the Christmas countdown tower so we can get into Town Hall. Off to bed. Grinch luck, have fun. Alright, Trey, hey, I'll catch you later. That being said, though, I think this is a good quitting point. Because the countdown tower is going to take a little bit.
Go, Max.
Town Hall is going to take a little bit. Upper Who Forest is going to take a little bit. So let's go and save, and we will resume this on Saturday.